If you are here in this video, you would have already heard about Search GPT, but you have just heard about that word, or you might have seen mentioned in a video. You want to get the in-depth current available information. Then this video is for you because I'm going to explain how it works, what is the market impact looks like now, what are the potential partnership with Search GPTs, how you can get access to Search GPT features and functions, how their relationship is going to be with content publisher, future plans and integrations, and finally, I'm going to compare Search GPT with Perplexity AI, Google, and also ChatGPT. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into the video. First, we'll see how it works quickly because I don't want to take too much of time, but I want to explain the concept clearly for you. We have Google, the traditional way of searching, where you type in the search engine based on the web results, it is going to give you an answer for you. Well, what Search GPT is doing is, it is sort of like a AI assisted assistant with real-time data. If you're a user of ChatGPT or Claude, any other AI models, you type something, it gives you an answer based on its data training data set. Or we have some external plugins or GPT where it will go out and do a search engine search. Then based on it, it is going to customize the answer it gives to you, where we can get real-time data from that. The concept works little different here, where you no longer need to use a GPT or you don't need to use a third-party API. What Search GPT's focus is combining Chat GPT with real-time answers or real-time data. That is the important way. For example, if I show you this particular demo video, you will be more than cleared on that. For example, a particular person is going to be searching for music festivals in Boone, North Carolina in August. So you can get an idea. It's not just a evergreen search term. It is going to need real-time results with AI assisted to improve the user experience of the searcher. So when it search for that, you can see the result. It is giving me now a direct answer on what is the question I asked. Then it brings web results and formatted it in a nice way, which helps the user experience to find what we are searching for. You can see it is giving me the answers directly with AI, and it's also linking to the source where it found that information with pictures to give a nice better understanding. And when we click on it, it is going to take me to the source link. And also we have the option to have a direct web results. Maybe this the right hand side looks like more like a Perplexity AI. If you have already used it, you will know. The left side is almost like Google without all those ads or any other search enhancements. For example, it clearly shows the results where these answers are coming from, and you can go directly to get more ideas on it as well. So this is how it looks like. Very clean, straightforward interface with providing answers for the search query, at the same time bringing all the relevant information from the content publisher. And also, if you notice, we are not only able to search it at the top, it remembers the context you are searching. So for example, if you want to do a follow-up search, you just don't need to ask the AI to forget everything and answer to that first query. Rather than, you can keep a conversation going around. For example, in the bottom is asking like a specific question related to the main query. So when that happens, it remembers the context with the first question, then answers the user query, at the same time providing the relevant context information. For example, this person I have asked the particular query, then it is taking an answer from a results which it previously shown and gives a direct answer, at the same time provides source, citation, links and everything. So that is the main concept of how the Search GPT will going to be working as the AI assisted search engine. Now let us take into some insights on market impact. We all know that Google is the king when it comes to search engine, but any announcement with OpenAI which directly competes with Google's one-off service where the search is biggest searches, it gets impacted a lot because the investors or the people who are seeing a potential threat, because OpenAI has the ability to create something huge, because they created ChatGPT. They almost made the AI revolution, to be honest. So when this announcement got dropped, what happens was Alphabet, Google's parent company, shares fell almost 3.6% after the ChatGPT announcements. You can see, go to Google and search Alphabet shares, you will see the drop data statistics. And Google also reportedly lost over 42 billion market cap within just 25 minutes on this announcement. Alphabet stock price also dropped around 2.99 in one day from a record high earlier in the July 2024. This just shows not that even because the Search GPT is not just available for the public, it is all based on the market people's reaction or the investors' reaction or what people thinks it. So we know that when they did announce it, it affected the market a lot, especially the direct competitors who is going to be because Google. And also, the next slide I want to talk about is potential partnership. There is a reason why I didn't talk a lot about Bing Search, because even though Bing Search is also a player, the important thing is OpenAI, which is the founding company of Search GPT and ChatGPT. Microsoft owns 49% of OpenAI with the investment of 13.3 billion investment. So remember, right, even though Search GPT is going to be competitor for Microsoft, in the long run, they might even try to bring the Search GPT function within Microsoft to improve their search listing also. So even though it's a competitor, maybe it can be useful for them also. And also, Apple, we already know Apple is partnering with ChatGPT for iPhone. And they think, okay, we need to go for search experience also. If they also decided to implement Search GPT down the line to all the iPhone platform, that is going to be a huge customer base for them. That is going to be a huge platform. It is going to get adapted very soon with all the things. So two important partnerships to note down is going to be Microsoft and also Apple in the future regarding Search GPT. Next, how to get access. This is the big question. Like everyone who wants to learn about Search GPT, okay, I want to access it for my need to see whether it is suitable or not. The important thing is it's still not available for public. If you are interested in it, if you have a Chat GPT or OpenAI account, free account itself will suffice. You just need to join the waiting list. I will give the link in the description. Go there and click on join waiting list. And when you do that, you can join to the waiting list. And currently they are accepting around 10,000 test users. Once the feedback from them is achieved, they will go for a bigger search, the target audience or the public launch for it. Now let us take a look into the Search GPT features. I explained some features when I was talking about how it works. Now let me tell you what OpenAI is saying about its features. The biggest one which they are mentioning about Search GPT is Search GPT uses a retrieval augmented generation RAG approach to reduce hallucinations. The biggest problem with ChatGPT or any LLM model is it tends to guess things, tends to get creative, tend to hallucinate facts and information. So when we are creating general evergreen content or not factual based content, it really works really good and it gets creative also when it comes to stories and everything. But if we want to work with factual real-time content and everything, the problem is always comes to the data inaccuracies. And what the Search GPT plans is to close this gap of providing the correct information with AI assisted information. Then the next one is it provides fast real-time answers with relevant sources, as I shown when I was talking about how it works. Then allows to follow up question building short context with each query. This also I showed where it is not just to search for one time, you finish off and you go to a next query where the AI forgets everything about what you search. You can direct ask follow-up question to fine-tune the results you want or to find the specific result which is most important to you. Now let us take a look at another important point as content publishers, because we all know whenever AI wants to bring relevant or real-time results, it always need to have source information or websites or platforms or big news databases or big article databases where it needs to bring those real-time accurate information. Where the Search GPT currently, I am dividing this content publishers into two categories because that is how we need to see it. For first, big content publishers, where big major news media outlets, major blogs, major news, something like even Wall Street Journal, Atlantic, News Corp, Financial Times, Vox Media almost have kind of like a partnership or interest with Search GPT. So they are happy to provide and maybe they will do a lot of content revenue sharing with the Search GPT to give them the news, everything. That is going to be doing manually backend to bring those news or those content into the Chat GPT. And also the next one is publishers. Some already big publishers already have signed agreements with OpenAI. If I find relevant links for that to give you more understanding, I will do that. And I am assuming when Search GPT got to it, or Search GPT or OpenAI going to be going to the big corporations or big news giants to give their permission on a custom deal to bring those information into the platform also. Now let me talk about the interesting one for us, because small publishers, because we are not going to get approached by OpenAI to get a custom deal or everything. We are just small blog owners, business website holder, e-commerce store owners. The main thing you might be worrying about is concerns about reduced click-through rate, because how we want to, like, these AI assistant summaries going to do a really, really good job of fulfilling what user is asking. So we might be wondering, okay, that is going to be directly impacting me, because no longer people is going to come to my website with AI is going to do that job for it. The important information you need to understand it. We can either stay resilient to this idea of not, uh, we can just talk about AI is out bad for them, or we just can accept the reality that this is going to be the future, and we need to fine tune our websites, blog, businesses to make sure that we get the best of this AI approach as possible. So that is what I will do, because we always love alternatives to Google. Now to Google is coming now. We are still not sure how the OpenAI or Search GPT is going to treat small content publishers. But what we can do is we can right now start doing everything to optimize our websites, blog, business, e-commerce stores to make sure to understand easily by the spiders, web crawlers and everything to give the better results, because these are going to be linking out to source website. It is going to give source citations. It's going to get URLs from web results and web crawler. So it is always making sure you have a good SEO optimized and even fast loading error free websites. That is absolute measure. You properly do all the markup, your content, schema, entities. When you do all these things, you get better at it. And currently we have limited amount of information right now, so we can't give you accurately. You need to do this in order to make sure that you get a better visibility on it. But remember, when we get more competitors into search market, that is actually a good sign, because we don't want a monopoly. That way, when they have all these big companies coming to search market where Google is having a monopoly over the search market, it gets reduced. Then they get competitive with each other, which might even result in a better success or result for small content publishers also. So don't just complain about it, just accept this is the reality and make sure what you can do to get better out of this AI assisted search in the future. Okay, now let's talk about the future plans of Search GPT. What OpenAI is saying about Search GPT is it plans to integrate Search GPT features into Chat GPT. This is going to be very crucial because they have a huge customer base for Chat GPT users. They are providing free for most of the Chat GPT models, like 4 even it's free right now. Well, now when they include Search GPT in that function, no longer Chat GPT is about a trained data set. It is going to be real-time data which you are going to be using, because it's almost doubles the value, because you're no longer getting relevant information but accurate information also. Then they are having a focus on improving local information and e-commerce capabilities, like what Google is very good at. They have local businesses, Google My Businesses, with the optimizing for local audience, local businesses. It's a huge market when it comes to that. And also e-commerce capability. They are using e-commerce shopping related assisted abilities within search engines to get better products for the customer when they are searching. And searching also is going to be focusing after the general release. They told they will be focusing on this local information and also e-commerce capability. Then potentially visual answer feature, AI generated videos and images. This is where you search for something and you want to see a media option like video, images, and everything. AI uses their AI assisted feature set to generate them for you. Basically, it is going to go after one by one of the traditional way of search engine with the help of AI. Web, local businesses, e-commerce, and images and videos. So it is going after all the search as of we know for the traditional search engine options. Now let's explore how we compare Search GPT with Google, because that is the biggest question. Where this is going to be the expectation. We saw the market impact after Search GPT got announced. It directly impacted the Google or Alphabet shares because there is a big expectation. Search engine is one of the main biggest industry in the internet. Everyone does search. You don't matter who you are searching, what you are searching, everyone is going to be using search engine. Google is the king. There is no doubt about it. Everyone uses Google. Still, we complain a lot. We complain or we see problems with Google, like from legal side with antitrust lawsuits, from content publishers where we are seeing site get disappeared no reason, and Google is favoring big media sites or partner sites such as Reddit and everything. But still, Google is the king where all the search traffic is lying there. So when it comes to Search GPT, we are directly comparing with Google to see whether this is one of the best alternative we come across to the Google, potentially taking down a lot of or huge share percentage from Google's audience. Because the main reason is Google, although have a lot of product, their search is one of their biggest income source, because they have PPC ads, search engine ads, search engine marketing adverts, Google adverts. Whenever you type for something, it is always going to bring those ads first. And they Google gone up to where gives you so much ad results even before the organic listing. They even tries to make the ads look very similar to the organic listing, so user get confused on which is the ad, which is the real organic listing. And even content publishers who publish very in-depth relevant content gets taken down and replaced with big media sites because of their domain authority and the business power and everything. So Google still has a lot of problems, but there is no alternative for us. So when we get something like Search GPT, it is always a very exciting potential for us, because people believe at least it might solve a lot of problems for both the searchers and also for the content publishers. The next one is Google. We always say that we use Google a lot. We complain about it because Google also brought up AI assisted real time data for that, but it faced a lot of backlash over that because Google tried to give information which is inaccurate or totally copy pasting or some completely weird answers also. So Google took a step back after that announcement. They have assisted AI summaries still in the Google search for a couple of that, but it no longer used to be like 1 month ago where it showed up on almost all the places on Google search results. So Google also experimented with AI assisted summary. We are still not sure how Search GPT is going to be differing from that, how Google is going to be making a comeback after Search GPT announcement on this AI assisted summaries also. So let's wait and see for sure, because Google is traditional search engine. They tried real-time AI. They are still fixing that because it did not really work the way they wanted to work. But with the announcement of OpenAI Search GPT, the future is very unpredictable right now. AI assisted search engine like Search GPT does everything really well. We are in a very exciting way time for search engine to see how all the things going to be affecting everything really soon. Now let us take a look into how Search GPT is going to be compared with Perplexity. This is, for me, this is the main competition here. Even though Google is the market king, Search GPT is not a direct competitor to Google, at least in my personal view. It is going to be competing with Google in the long run, but in short run, the Search GPT, the main competition is Perplexity, because if you are a user of Perplexity, you will already know. If you are not using Perplexity, just think it is the same concept of Search GPT. You search for something, it is going to use one of the LLM model, can be Claude, can be a ChatGPT, anything. It is going to be using one of those models and use web results to give you better result with AI assisted with real-time information. That is the whole concept behind Perplexity AI. It also has a huge audience base, and with the launch of Search GPT, it is going to be direct competition, because both of them are doing the same thing. It is giving you AI assisted answers. It is giving you source link. It is going to give you a citation link. It is going to give you real time data. It is also giving you the feature of doing follow up questions to the query. So if you think about it, both of them is doing the same thing, and one of the either Perplexity or Search GPT is going to be a huge loss when one of the other model gets the biggest market share, because one does it very better. The people are going to be switching to that particular service, and people who are already having ChatGPT Plus subscription, and if they get Perplexity features with ChatGPT, the people who are already paying for Perplexity is going to be switching board also. So Perplexity need to come up with a solution to make it better, or bring some unique features to stand out from Search GPT. Now let us take a look into how Search GPT is getting compared with Chat GPT. If you are an experienced person on AI, you would already know it is not comparable, because it is going to be working with that. But if you are a new one or new to this and you are wondering how it's get compared to this, I wanted to do a small comparison of this also. First, let us treat both these entities as separate. ChatGPT is one product, Search GPT is one product. Now let me compare it. ChatGPT is only based on the knowledge it is trained on. It is going to be based on the data set it has, database it has, and giving you the answers. Whereas Search GPT, it is going to be using AI, probably ChatGPT LLM, with links of, not links, real-time data, and giving you the answer. But you don't need to want to compare with ChatGPT, because the OpenAI plan is to integrate Search GPT with Chat GPT, which makes it almost like Search GPT, Chat GPT. It is going to get combined, and when that happens, whatever the answers you are asking, whatever the queries you are going to be asking Chat GPT, it is going to be giving you real-time data as well. So that is the important thing. It is not going to be a separate entity, but it is going to be combined with that. So overall, it is going to be increasing the accuracy of the Chat GPT responses. Now, what's next? That is wondering, because I have given you all the information which is available on the market regarding this. First, go out and sign up for the Search GPT waiting list. You might get accepted soon. Then you can start experimenting. And also, from a content publisher point of view, from a business owner point of view, what I would suggest you it to get this benefit of these kind of new stuff, start creating more authority to your websites. Start creating good content, make the content structured really good, make a better websites, get schemas, entity, make a clear understanding of your website. I'll create more videos on this on future also, and get more backlinks also for your website, which is quality backlink, because it is going to be improving the authority of your website. So when these search engine AI assisted search engines are crawling the net web, it is going to get good at finding your website. It is going to understand your website content better, which leads to get your content linked, cited, a much more better chances than unoptimized websites. And also, I will be keep on focusing how Search GPT is going to be helpful for business owner and professionals. So keep on that as well. So, and if you don't want to miss updates, because still we are on early prototype stage, still not published, a lot of things going to come, lot of changes might happen. So I will keep you updated on this channel. If you want, you can hit the subscribe bell notification. And if you have any feedback, doubts, question, discuss it in our comment or come into our community website, Facebook community. You can ask everything and talk with other like-minded entrepreneurs. So once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Have a